is Monster Jam.
Fargo, welcome to Monster Jam! And we're kicking it off with our very first competition, full of so much adrenaline, JCB Racing, where our 8 superstars have seeded their seats into the bracket by a random draw. We start out with 8, then we get down to 4 semifinalists, but we're looking for those fastest 2 that want those 8 crucial points towards the BKT Overall Event Championship here this afternoon. So Fargo, who's ready for JCB Racing?
Introducing first from Rockport, Texas, give it up for Alex Barden in Earthshaker. And his opponent from Fullerton, California, make some noise for Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. Currently, Earthshaker is 3-0 going up against Megalodon this season. We'll see if Ashley Sanford could turn the tide in round 1. Go on green. That was as close as it gets. We're going to go to a replay and take a look here at the Glued to the Action replay and see what happened here. And I'm being told by our officials the winner is Earthshaker Alex Barden. 14 times this season has been able to make it to round 2 of JCB Racing. He continues on into the semifinals. And introducing first, we have from Huntington, West Virginia, make some noise for Cliff Turner, Velociraptor. And his opponent from Williamsport, Maryland, give it up for Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Velociraptor is 2-1 against Gravedigger this season. We'll see if he can keep the odds in his favor as we look for 4 ambers and a go on green. Gravedigger getting the win this time around. Moving on to the semifinals. This will be the 6th time Gravedigger has made it to the semifinals this season for Arena Championship Series West. As we got the replay up on the board, take a look. As Velociraptor coming around the corner here. Just not enough. As Matt Cody and Gravedigger putting points up early. We know Matt Cody is dangerous in freestyle, so these early points can make him a front runner for that BKT Overall Event Championship later on this evening. And introducing first from Oak Harbor, Washington, give it up for Carson Williams in Thunder Roaris. And from Whittier, California, let's hear it for Armando Castro in El Toro Loco. Carson Williams. Carson Williams coming off of a JCB Racing win at our last event back in Sacramento, looking to keep that racing momentum going. But he finds himself going up against El Toro Loco, a truck that Thunder Roaris is 0-5 against. Will Thunder Roaris be able to break that streak and continue his overall winning ways, or will El Toro Loco keep his 25th anniversary celebration going in winning fashion? We're going to have to see as these trucks get ready to pull up to the starting line. And we look for our 4 amber lights. We've got 4, and go on green. As our officials take a look at the action one more time, the winner is called. It is El Toro Loco going 6-0 against Thunder Roaris this season, making it on to the semifinals. As we pay attention to this final turn by Thunder Roaris, it was the difference maker, showing every inch of that track makes a difference when it comes to the JCB Racing. We have 3 semifinalists. We're still waiting for one more to join us in the semifinals, but which one will it be? Introducing first from Cadillac, Michigan, let's hear it for Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack. And from Lafayette, Louisiana, make some noise for Blake Granger in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Currently, Blake Granger is 6-3 against Tim Hall Jr., but these two are about as tight of a racing competition we can see. Your winner is Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Blake Granger, punching his ticket to the semifinals. Monster Mutt Dalmatian and Blake Granger, when they're on the track for JCB Racing this season, has a 75% win rate. Just incredible numbers from Monster Mutt. As we take a look up at the leaderboard to see how we got where we are today, or at this moment for the semifinals, Earthshaker getting past Megalodon as Gravedigger able to put away Velociraptor. El Toro Loco keeping the run strong against Thunder Roaris, and Blake Granger and Monster Mutt Dalmatian doing what Monster Mutt Dalmatian does, getting the win and moving on to the semifinals.
That's right, Jack. Well, Fargo, we have made it to the semifinal round of JCB Racing. We started out with 8 superstars, and now we're down to the fastest 4. But we're looking for those supersonic fast 2 finalists that want those 8 crucial points towards the BKT Overall Event Championship here this afternoon. So, Fargo, who's ready for more adrenaline and more JCB Racing?
First up is Alex Barden in Earthshaker. And his opponent, Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Our officials are reviewing the replay to get a closer look at this one. Very close. Both these individuals are built for semifinals racing action. As we go look at the final turn, who gives? Which one will it be? Grave Digger. That's where the experience matters. Smooth launches and straight lines, no mistakes. Matt Cody moves on to the finals. We have one finals competitor so far. Time to add our second. Will it be Monster Mutt Dalmatian or El Toro Loco? Go on green. As both trucks pull up to the line. Your winner, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, going to the finals. A familiar place as two old foes look to face off for the first 8 points.
Monster Jam fans, we started out with 8, but now we made it. This is the final round of JCB Racing. We have our 2 fastest finalists, and we're going to see which one out of the 2 is going to get those first 8 crucial points towards the BKT Overall Event Championship here this afternoon. So Fargo, who's ready to meet your racing final contenders?
First up, let's make some noise. Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And his opponent, Matt Cody in Grave Digger. This will be for the first 8 points as both trucks pull up to the line for this final race. 4 ambers and go on green. And your winner, Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Blake Granger in a very familiar spot. This will be his 9th JCB Racing win here. As mentioned, going into today, he has won 76.6% of every one of his JCB Racing races head-to-head. Blake Granger, our BKT overall event leader, not only for the day, but on the series. As he gets out of that truck. And we hear everyone make a little noise for Blake Granger. Showing just utter dominance. Someone who, once he gets the ball rolling on one of these events, becomes very tough to stop. And clocking in those first 8 points of the event are going to give him some serious momentum as we send things over to Karina Incarnation to get a word from our winner.
Blake Granger, what a way to kick off our first event here in the Fargo Dome, really showing them what this puppy is made of. What do you feed this thing? Puppy chow? Like, where's the speed coming from?
Man, we're feeding this baby girl methanol race fuel. It don't go much faster than that. But man, my second time here in Fargo, it was 8 years ago. I was a rookie filling in for someone, and now to be back taking the race and win, having fun here in Fargo. But hey, this has got to be the quietest crowd I've ever heard. You guys got to get loud, make some noise. Let me hear you.
That's right. And of course, yes, this may be the fastest puppy, but what kind of tricks does this puppy have up its sleeve? Because coming up next is the Monster Jam two-wheel skills competition.
Man, two-wheel skills is my absolute favorite Monster Jam competition. The amount of skill and technique it takes to balance 12,000 pounds on the front two BKTs, just to throw it onto the rear two BKTs. And I'm looking at this big floor right here in Fargo, North Dakota. It's what, 5 degrees outside, something crazy, but I'm nice and warm right inside this Fargo Dome, ready to have fun with all you beautiful Monster Jam fans. I promise you guys, I'm gonna send this puppy dog all over the track. Heck, we might flip it upside down. I want you guys on your feet making noise. Let me hear you. Woo!
That's right. Give it up one more time for Blake Granger, Monster Mud Dalmatian. All right, Fargo, the time has come for you to head on over to judgeszone.com and lock in your scores. We're going to remind you exactly how you're supposed to do that. You take out your smartphones and scan the QR code on the video board because you're going to have 20 seconds. You're going to enter the code FAR and click that yellow submit button. And as soon as you see that big old BKT tire on your screen, you're going to slide it up or down and choose a number between 1 and 10. And right now, we are going to be busy calculating your scores for Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. So remember, head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
Scores are locked in for Megalodon as we take a look with a score of 4.353 for Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. The opening score here means she is at first. Went for that wheelie and gave it just a little bit too much. No risk it, no biscuit, they say. As Ashley Sanford tipped over to the back. Let's take a look here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now taking to the track. Let's make some noise for Cliff Turner in Velociraptor.
Looking to balance on his front two claws. Put your hands together for Cliff Turner, Velociraptor. Remember, Fargo, you have an important job. Scoring is now open. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock in your scores for Velociraptor.
Cliff Turner still looking for that breakthrough two wheels moment. Of course, at this point, the goal is simple. Every single run out here is an improvement on the previous one. You, the fans, though, going to judgeszone.com, are going to score the run. We'll see what you thought of this attempt from Cliff Turner in Velociraptor and see if it was enough to break through. The scores are locked in. We got a score of 4.702 or 4.401, excuse me. Enough for first place for Cliff Turner in Velociraptor. As we look back at the Glued to the Action replay, we have Cliff Turner getting up on those front two wheels for a bit of a popper there before coming back down. We've seen a lot of improvement from Cliff Turner over the weeks and doing a lot of things that a first-year driver wouldn't typically do. Cliff Turner showing a lot of promise here in the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. And introducing next, give it up for Carson Williams in Thunder Roarus. Got a little poppy into a moon rock. We still have one hit remaining.
Absolutely tearing up the track. Let's make some noise for Carson Williams, Thunder Roarus.
Hitting that wheelie up and over the pod, walking across it like a Thunder Roarus would have to do. Carson Williams is someone who's been sneaky good here in the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge and really starting to get on the cusp of becoming something great. We're here in Fargo. We're here in Fargo. Makes some noises. The scores are locked. .365. Enough for first place and a statement on the competition so far. Carson Williams really possibly able to make some ground here in the Two-Wheel Skills after that run. as we take a look back here, getting up on that wheelie and just stalking across that pod, one wheel after the other, all the way across the exclamation point on the end there. Next up, let's hear it for Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack. Looked like Tim Hall Jr. was going for a stoppie and a walk over the pod. Didn't quite get the execution he was looking for as he looks for his second attempt here in the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. He's waving to you, Fargo, as he sits there. Horns down, horns up. Up, down, and saying hello in the cam there to Fargo, everybody.
The Triceratops pulling out all the stops. Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack. Scoring is now open. You have 20 seconds to lock in your scores.
Timmy Two Wheels living up to the name, a six-time Two-Wheel Skills Challenge winner here this season. Jurassic Attack built for this kind of competition. But what will you say as you lock in those scores? The scores are locked, and the score for Tim Hall Jr. is 8.341, enough for second place by just a hair, showing just how close this competition is. Jurassic Attack. Let's take a look here at this reversal. Going up into the poppy, standing there and just holding it, making people think about it, giving us a little wave from inside the truck while it happened. And then deciding, you know what, I looked at the ground long enough, why don't I take a look up at the ceiling for a little bit, pops up into that wheelie, and lets us think about it again. Timmy Two Wheels doing Timmy Two Wheels things. And the next driver has something he'd like to say.
Fargo, it's time for Monster Mutt Dalmatian Two-Wheel Skills.
Looks like we had a failed stoppie attempt. One hit remaining for Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Balancing on only one paw, let's put our paws together for Blake Granger, Monster Mud Dalmatian. Scoring is now open at judgeszone.com. If you'd like to throw him a little treat, time to lock your scores in now.
Monster Mud Dalmatian not able to get the first attempt, but making good on the second attempt as we saw Blake Granger get up on one wheel during that popper. A pace setter, typically, Blake Granger has already won 7 two-wheel skills so far this season. Was that second attempt enough to do it? Scores are locked, and the score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is 7.790, enough for third place in the two-wheel skills challenge. As we look at this replay here, the second attempt, just a reason why typically Blake Granger is such a pace setter here, as we see that popper moonwalking back up the ramp. Doesn't get all the way up, but then gets on that one front wheel, able to hold it there and balance, looking like a monster truck yoga pose there before coming back down on all fours to the downward dog. An incredible second attempt there in the two-wheel skills challenge. And enough to get him into currently third place. Next up, we've got Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Another failed poppy attempt, one hit remaining. Matt Cody taking a moment to think about what he wants to do with this second hit. It looks like he may be trying for a bicycle. We'll have to see what Matt Cody has up his sleeve here.
Digging graves and taking names, it's Matt Cody, Gravedigger! Remember, scoring is now open. Head on over to judgeszone.com and help our Undertaker lock in those scores.
With that second attempt, an incredible bicycle, incredibly difficult to do. Got almost completely horizontal there, able to donate it back out for the save. Gravedigger making the best of that second attempt. But what do you, the fans, think? The scores are locked in, and the score for Matt Cody and Gravedigger is 8.334, good enough for third place. We are still waiting for one of our drivers to break that 9-point threshold. As we look at this bicycle again, right from the jaws of defeat, Gravedigger, Matt Cody able to pull that truck right back out. 1 foot in the grave, pulled it right back out. That's what Gravedigger does, gets to that bicycle and keeps it going. A nose wheelie across the track, smoke blowing out of the snout of that crazy bull. 1 attempt remaining. Scoring is open. Scan the code and lock them in now for Armando Castro in El Toro Loco. As we take a look at Armando Castro in that crazy bull. Armando, now all the drivers get 2 attempts, and so far we've seen a lot of drivers put up 1 of those as very good. That was 2 great attempts from Armando. Scores are locked. Score to beat is Thunder Roar's 8.365. And the score for Armando Castro El Toro Loco is 9.459. Locking in first place in the 2-wheel skills competition. Let's take a look at that gorgeous replay as we see that crazy bull get up on those front 2 hooves and start walking it back over the pod. And this is where a driver like Armando is so good. Saw a little bit of trepidation going up the pod, got it through, ramped it on up, and able to get up to the top and come out of it in stylish fashion. That's how you get a +9. But next up, we've got Alex Barden in Earthshaker. Hit popper Ray. We got a popper attempt for the first one. 1 attempt remaining for Earthshaker. Scoring is now open. Lock 'em in for Alex Barden in Earthshaker. This is what Alex Barden does, that control, that poise coming back up on those two wheels. Still chasing his first two-wheel skills win of the season. Could this be the one that does it? As we see Alex take off that helmet and show that hair. The scores are locked, and the score for Earthshaker is 8.085, good enough for fifth, which means your two-wheel skills challenge winner is Armando Castro in El Toro Loco. Armando Castro coming in with something to prove. Said earlier today, it's been 8 years since he's been here, and he wants to make a statement in his big return. Can't wait to see what he says about this when he talks to Karina right now.
Armando Castro, literally stamping your way into Monster Jam history and especially El Toro Loco history. How do you pick exactly what you're going to do? Do you already have it in your mind, what tricks you're going to pull off, or are you just indecisive depending on how the track feels?
You know, losing semifinals, you're either going to go, I think, 7th or 8th, and you know, me and my crew are always talking, watching the competitors before me, see what they're doing. We like to be a little different. We don't like to copy the other moves they're already done, you know. We like to kind of come out and do something different, and that's exactly what we did. You know, if you've seen that second attempt, the truck was very crooked coming up, and somehow I got it straight. I was very close on the timer, and I said, you know what, let's walk it up. Let's try to do a nose pick. I love doing nose. It kind of, there's so much skills going behind the two-wheel skills. I really don't think you guys know. So much patience. These trucks weigh 12,000 pounds, have about 1,500 horsepower. So you got to stay calm, cool, collected, and you got to bring your best of the game out here, man. I haven't been here since 2018. I love being back here. It is a little cold. I'm from Southern California. This is completely different for me, but I'm having fun. I love you guys for rocking and rolling. 25 years of El Toro Loco. Thanks to you guys, man. We love you guys, Fargo. We love coming back here. And when we come back, it's about to get down and ugly, man. Monster Jam Freestyle. 75 seconds to come out here and do the craziest stuff you guys see. It will make Monster Jam today. We love you a todos, Latino. Let's get a mucho. If you're having some fun, make some noise.
That's right. Make some noise. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco.
Monster Jam fans, we have something pretty special for you. I need you all to make some noise and get loud for our U.S. Freestyle Motocross team.
That is right. Fargo, make some noise for Freestyle Motocross. These 4 amazing superstars are going to take to the skies and wow the crowd by giving you a couple of tricks in their warm-up round to get ready for our best trick competition. And remember, we only have one rule when it comes to freestyle motocross. The louder you all get, the higher they'll fly. So it's time to get ready to meet our superstars of freestyle motocross. First rider up, Taylor Edens. And of course, our next rider up, make some noise. We got our third rider up. Let's get it. And then we have our final competitor. Make some noise. That's right, Fargo. Remember, the louder you get, the higher they fly. Taylor Edens. Second up to the ramp, Robert Haslam. Let's make some noise for Derek Beckering. And then, of course, last but not least, Jared LaRue. Fargo, we have 2 more laps to go. Make some noise. That's right. These superstars have traversed the world, wowing crowds all around the globe. Seeing a couple of rock solids out there. Got a nice whip from Robert Haslam. Heel clicker whip from Derek Beckering. Jared LaRue with a double-handed seat grab. Last round, make some noise! Alrighty, Fargo. That was incredible. Here we got them all. You guys all warmed up, ready to go? All ready to go? Fargo, do you want some more? Well, you're in luck because it's time for the best trick competition of freestyle motocross, where our 4 superstars will take to the skies and fly from one side of the dome to the other, giving you their best stylish trick. And we're going to need your help to determine who's going to win the best trick competition by using those smartphones and heading over to judgeszone.com, locking in those scores for each one of our superstars. So Fargo, who's ready? Make some noise for the best trick competition!
First up, ladies and gentlemen, let me hear you make some noise for Taylor Eddins, coming to us from Marietta, California, riding on that Yamaha 450. It's his 3rd season with Monster Jam, so he knows what he's doing once he hits that ramp. What does he have in store for all of us in the Fargo Dome?
It's time to make some noise for Taylor Eddins! Time to head on over to judgeszone.com and lock in your scores for that incredible trick.
As we take a look back here, Taylor Eddins just coming off the seat, sticking his feet all the way back behind his head. Disconnected from that motorcycle before bringing it down and landing perfectly. The scores are locked. And the score for Taylor Eddins is 7.517. Put him in the number 1 spot. And next up, we have Robert Haslam coming to us from Ording, Washington. Riding that Honda CRF 450. Been riding Monster Jam for 19 years professionally. Looking for all you here in the Fargo Dome to turn it up. Because as you know, the louder you get, the higher he flies. He's a 2018 Winter X Games bronze medalist. As he goes up and over.
Let's get those scores locked in for Robert Haslam with a no-handed flip. Turning up the notch here in the best trick competition. What did you all think of that? Head on over to judgeszone.com and let us know.
Look, Ma, no hands as he goes upside down all the way in the air before bringing the bike back around and landing. The scores are locked, and the score for Robert Haslam is 8.340, putting him in the number 1 spot so far in the FMX Best Trick competition. And your next rider, Derek Beckering. Let me hear you make some noise for Derek Beckering. 20 years riding, a veteran of the game with a lot of tricks up his sleeve on that KX 450. What does he have in store for us, Fargo? Only one way to find out.
Let's make some noise for Derek Beckering. Scoring is now open over at judgeszone.com with an incredible backflip. What did you guys think of that? Head on over to judgeszone.com and let us know what you thought compared to Roberts.
We saw Derek Beckering hitting that backflip and also coming up off of that KX450. A hard landing, but Fargo, Derek Beckering walking away on his own power. The scores are locked, and the score for Derek Beckering is 8.749, enough for first place. All right, as we take a quick recap of the FMX Best Trick Competition. And introducing your last rider, let's hear it for Jared LaRue. Coming to us from Phoenix, Arizona. 33 years riding on that motorcycle as he goes up.
Put your hands together for Jared LaRue. With an incredible whip, head on over to judgeszone.com and let us know what you thought, because scoring is now open.
As we see Jared LaRue whipping the back end of that motorcycle in mid-air, going completely perpendicular to the ramp, but able to get it right back on track for a smooth and easy landing. What do you, the fans here in Fargo, think about that flip? We'll have to see in just a moment. The scores are coming in. Scores are locked, and the score for Jared LaRue is 8.995, enough for first, and your winner of the FMX Freestyle competition is Jared LaRue.
Fantastic job. And well, we cannot leave yet. We're not done yet. Fargo, do you want some more? Well, more is what you will receive, because it's time for the grand finale of Freestyle Motocross, where our superstars will take to the skies, fly from one side of the arena to the other in a single file line. Make some noise for Freestyle Motocross! That is right. Hey, Fargo, I want to do something with all of you guys here. It's my first time. I want you to help me out. I want you to be so loud, you blow the roof off of the Fargo Dome. Let's get ready to make some noise. Here we are, getting ready. They're lining up to the ramp. Let all of North Dakota hear you. Blow the roof off. All right, Fargo, I need your help one more time. I need you to say it with me. One more time. One more time. Let him hear you. Very, very good, Fargo. They definitely heard you. They're lined up. Here we go. One more time. There you have it, Fargo. Make some noise for Freestyle Motocross. Taylor Edens, Robert Haslam, Derek Beckering, and of course, the winner of the Best Trick Competition, Jared LaRue. And now we're going to talk to our winner here in just a bit. Jared LaRue, definitely one of the legendary FMX riders that I've met so far, especially on this tour. And we've gotten to traverse the world together as well. How is the love for freestyle motocross been throughout your career?
It's awesome. You know, we get to travel, like you said, all over the world. You know, I think we've done like probably 20-something countries together, so a little bit everywhere, but it's awesome. You know, we get to each and every stop we come out, meet new people, new faces. Some people that actually we've met like different parts of the world that, you know, just continue to come back. But, you know, it's like the reason we're here today is because every one of you guys are sitting in the stands today that take your time, vote for us, vote for the trucks, spend your hard-earned money, come out and hang out with each and every one of us here at Monster Jam. So from everyone you see here on the floor to all the people in the back that you don't see, thank every one of you guys for coming out and supporting us.
That is exactly correct. It's because of all of you fantastic Monster Jam fans. You help us do what we get to do better day in and day out. And when it comes to freestyle motocross, there's so many various tricks. Why did you choose the whip?
It's like, honestly, it's one of the harder things we do. I mean, you guys see us hang out the bike upside down, you know, jump off, let it go. A lot of that's like muscle memory, but like when it comes to a whip, it's something that's never the same. Like you can't copy each one like a backflip or anything like that. So it's a little bit harder, a little bit different. Try to be different than what the other guys are doing.
That's definitely true. You need a lot of body torque in order to get those incredible whips. And you, sir, have quite the torque. One more time, let's do a round of applause for your best trick competition winner, Jared LaRue. Fargo, we have reached the pinnacle of the afternoon. This is Monster Jam Freestyle! With a hot start, Sans Body, put your fins together for Ashley Sanford, Megalodon. And remember, Fargo, you have 20 seconds. Get your scores locked in for our prehistoric shark at judgeszone.com.
That was a statement-style run for Ashley Sanford and Megalodon in that big commitment to the big air. And on an arena floor like this, just being able to get that speed and get airborne is what she does. Trending up in freestyle. The scores are locked, and the score for Ashley Sanford and Megalodon is 7.665, setting the pace for this freestyle competition. As we take a look back here at the replay on the board, we see that signature air coming from Megalodon as Ashley Sanford loves to line up that ramp and hit it with everything she's got. Fish aren't supposed to fly, but no one told Ashley that. As we introduce our next driver, everyone, let's hear it for Cliff Turner in Velociraptor. Waiting for Cliff to see if he can refire. Looks like he does. And unfortunately, it looks like Velociraptor is having trouble firing. His run is done. Unfortunately, there will be no scoring. As we said at the top, with the criteria, a driver must complete at least 15 seconds for a score to be counted. And since Velociraptor was unable to get started, that means this run will not be scored. And unfortunately, Cliff Turner will not be able to score any points this time around. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack.
The Triceratops going on a rampage. Put your hands together for Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack. Shedding horns on the track. Time to head on over to judgeszone.com and lock in your scores. You have 20 seconds.
Tim Hall Jr., some people get blood, sweat, and tears. He gives one of his Triceratops horns to make these freestyles count. As we saw him get up on two wheels a couple times, fly through the air. Tim Hall Jr.'s come away with a freestyle win before this season. Will he be able to do it again here in Fargo? The run had the right ingredients, but will it make a stew that puts him in number one? The scores are locked, and the score for Jurassic Attack is 7.396, enough for second place, Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack. As we take a look at the replay, we see Jurassic Attack get that signature air early on And that horn not able to hang on with the impact that that truck took coming down. And I want to take a moment to remind everyone about the incredible mission that we stand behind with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. You can see here on the screen the QR code, and if you scan the code, you get to help us to support this and to support one of your favorite drivers here. Currently, our Toro Loco driver, Armando Castro, is our St. Jude ambassador with the most donations in his name. Again, all the money goes to St. Jude. This is just something to show some support to your favorite driver. And everything you give, whether it's $1, a penny, it all goes to the kids. Scan the QR code now and make a difference in someone's life. Coming up next, let's hear it for Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
And it looks like scoring is now open. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock in your scores for Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
Gravedigger, that old school mentality coming in, trying to give it everything here in the freestyle competition. Matt Cody historically does very well with 6 freestyle wins so far this season. Gave it just a little too much, unable to hold on to it, and ended up going over. It's definitely something you want to see in freestyle, not the tip over, but the drivers that go for it all. The scores are locked, and the score for Matt Cody in Gravedigger is 6.532, putting him in 3rd place so far in today's freestyle competition.
Man, oh man, this competition is about to turn up the heat. But now I want to see if you guys have a little bit of knowledge, because we're going to play something a little bit different. It's called Bailey Wonders. Bailey, our wonderful Ringling Brother pup, is going to ask us a question, and then I want you guys to answer it. Fargo, are you ready? Sounds about right. All right, let's play Bailey Circuit Wonders. Wow, okay, so who has more power, a Monster Jam truck or a Ringling unicyclist? All right, Fargo, what is the answer? Only one way to find out. All right, Bailey, what is the answer?
The Monster Jam truck is way more powerful. Its engine makes 1,500 horsepower. That's like having 1,500 horses pulling you. Even the strongest unicyclist can't compete with that. Winner, Monster Jam truck.
Great job, Fargo. Wow, you guys are very, very smart. And thank you so much for playing with our wonderful pup, Miss Bailey Circuit. And of course, don't forget to check out the Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus, when it hits your town here in Fargo. They are an amazing group of talented people, just like our amazing Monster Jam drivers. And of course, it's almost time to get right back to the action, so stay tuned because we'll still have a lot more freestyle coming your way.
Let's take a quick look at the overall event leaderboard. El Toro Locos and Gravedigger tied for that #1 spot so far, with Monster Mutt Dalmatian in third with 1 point behind those two. Thunderoris at 9 points. Rounding out the top four, Earthshaker, Jurassic Attack, Velociraptor, Megalodon, 5 through 8 respectively there. How's it going to shake out? We're going to find out as we still have 4 trucks left in our final competition, Monster Jam Freestyle.
And now, since we've been having a little bit more fun with our brand new friend, Bailey Circuit, we're going to play another little game with her called Red Light, Green Light. I'm pretty sure a lot of us know how that game works because we played it all in school. How it works is, obviously, when she says green light, we're going to perform what it says on the board, and you're going to move, you're going to dance. As soon as you see that red light, I need you to freeze. Are you ready, Fargo? All right, let's play. Red light, green light.
Green light.
There we go. Let's see those moves, Fargo. Pretty good, pretty good. You guys are doing great. Oh, that section's doing really good. Good job, Fargo. It's time to get back to the action with more freestyle.
Fargo, North Dakota. It's time for Monster Jam Freestyle. Earthshaker's coming at you.
Laying it all out on the line. Put your hands together for Alex Barton, Earthshaker. Remember, Fargo, you know what to do. Scoring is now open. Head on over to judgeszone.com. Use the code FAR.
Capping off that freestyle run with some big-time air. Earthshaker still looking for his first freestyle win of the season, but currently looks to be within striking distance of that goal right now. After that freestyle run, we'll have to see what the folks of Fargo think. The scores are locked, and the score for Alex Barden and Earthshaker is 7.083, enough for third place, Alex Barden and Earthshaker. As we take a look back at the replay of this freestyle run, you can see hitting the pod there, and then getting some air off that bat wing before trying to turn that big truck around and get that 12,000 pounds airborne one last time before the end of that freestyle run. And ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for your reigning World Finals Freestyle Champion. Give it up for Blake Granger in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. The clock is paused as we wait for Blake Granger to have a chance to refire, and it looks like he does. Into the Morgan and Morgan backflip, and he lands it.
Landing it on all four paws. Make some noise for Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Scoring is now open, Fargo. You know what to do. Lock in your scores for the playful pup, Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Left 30 on the clock, but was still able to put that exclamation point down. With that Morgan and Morgan backflip, the world champion of freestyle showing us how it's done. As fans look to lock in those scores. Was the backflip enough? The scores are locked, and the score to beat is 7.665 from Megalodon. Was this enough to do it? And the score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is 9.108. A dominant first place posting in the freestyle for Blake Granger. I mean, you take a look back here, and after a brief pause, able to get that puppy going again and hits the Morgan and Morgan backflip with confidence, comes down and just lands that puppy after a little bit of bouncing around. Of course, you know those dogs have energy. He has to bounce around a little bit before landing it. But let's take a look at this leaderboard here. Monster Mutt Dalmatian with a statement score of 9.108, putting Blake Granger in that number one spot. Of course, right behind him, Megalodon, Ashley Sanford, the queen of the air, 7.665. Jurassic Attack, Tim Hall Jr. with that 7.396. Earthshaker, 7.083. You'll notice 2 through 4 all just within a hair of each other. And then, of course, remember, Velociraptor did not score, was not able to compete, which puts Gravedigger at number 5, Matt Cody, 6.532, as we still wait for our final 2 competitors in the freestyle competition. And coming up next, let me hear you roar for the dinosaur. Give it up for Carson Williams, Thunder Roaris. The clock is paused, 72 seconds left. And here he goes.
Fargo, who says apex predators can't fly? Put your hands together for Carson Williams, Thunder Roaris. Laying it out all on the line here for all of you fans in the stands. Time to head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
Carson Williams, Thunder Roaris, always dangerous when he can get aggressive, as you saw him fly through the air there. Looking for his first freestyle win of the season, but always dangerous. And a run like that, let's hear it for him. Thunder Roaris looking like a gorgeous-saurus, if you ask me, after that incredible run. But what do you think? The scores are locked, and the score for Carson Williams and Thunder Roaris is 7.646, enough for third place. Fargo, North Dakota, Fargo Dome, our last truck of the event, and your St. Jude ambassador of the night. Let's hear it for Armando Castro in El Toro Loco.
No matador in the world can withstand the power of Armando Castro, el Toro Loco. Scoring is now open. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock in your scores for the Crazy Bull, el Toro Loco.
Armando Castro in the hunt for that BKT overall event championship. This freestyle score could make or break the entire event. And man, you could tell the way Armando Castro was driving, he was hungry and he wanted to eat. But will we feed that crazy bull? The scores are locked, and the score for Armando Castro and El Toro Loco is 8.673. Your freestyle and overall event champion is Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Blake Granger. Now, of course, if you look at the overall leaderboard here, you will see that both Monster Mutt Dalmatian and El Toro Loco had 19 points. But because Monster Mutt Dalmatian got the freestyle win, that is the tiebreaker. So the BKT overall event championship goes to Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Blake Granger.
What an incredible afternoon. Blake Granger right in the middle of the event, the puppy getting a heart transplant, doing an incredible Morgan & Morgan backflip and landing it to put the staple, the period, and the cherry on top of the cake. How does it feel? What was the emotions? What were you thinking? Especially because you were also having some trouble in the truck while you were trying to get the momentum in your freestyle going.
100%, man. When you go out and win JCB Racing and you start off in a high, you know, you go out in two-wheel skills and you expect to just tear it up, have fun, do good. And then when the transmission goes out and you just fall on your face, you know, it knocks you down a little bit. You don't even think there's a chance that you could come back and take this overall event championship. But when you got one of the best, UNO-H technicians in the world right here, get you a brand new transmission, and you go back out, nail a backflip and freestyle. You know, it's crazy. We've been on this big floor for a few weeks now, and we're just still not doing the freestyle runs that we want to do on these floors. I've got to travel all over the world internationally, and I could just tear it up on a stadium floor, and I just can't pull it together on one of these tracks. So tomorrow, you guys better go to monsterjam.com and get your tickets, because I'm not leaving that truck so pretty tomorrow. I'm sorry, tractor. We're going to drive it straight into the ground, and we're going to tear that puppy dog into pieces so I can get it together and have fun. But did you guys have fun in Monster Jam? Let me hear you. And I got one question for you, and I want to hear you guys barking. Where my dogs at?
That's right, yes, Fargo. Give it up one more time. Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
What an incredible night of action. If you want to know just how important every single thing that happens at a Monster Jam event is, just look at what happened today. You go and you see that the freestyle difference of 1 point was all that separated the difference between the BKT overall event champion and the second place. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Those two continue to battle it out for that #1 spot, and we're going to see them continue to battle it out tomorrow right here in Fargo, back in the Fargo Dome. If you're not here in Fargo, make sure to tune in on YouTube or be here at the Fargo Dome. But either way, make sure to tune in, and we'll see you at the next Monster Jam.